If you trace the high-voltage lines of the modern power grid or follow the signals of global wireless networks back to their origin, you arrive at the ideas of a single man. That man was Nikola Tesla. He is the engineer whose patents defined the basic electrical and communication infrastructure of the 20th century. Yet in 1943, he died in a room at the New Yorker Hotel at the age of 86. He was penniless, alone, and spent his final days feeding pigeons from his window. How does an individual whose work generated trillions of dollars in global value end up digging ditches for food and eventually dying broke? His life reveals a disconnect between pure scientific inquiry and the financial systems of his era. Tesla's struggle didn't stem from a lack of ability. It was a collision between a mind focused on the mechanics of the universe and an economy built on the ability to monopolize them. Tesla possessed a unique cognitive ability. He could fully construct and test complex machines entirely in his mind, without sketching a single blueprint. He credited this trait to his mother, an uneducated but brilliant woman who invented her own mechanical household tools. In 1884, he arrived in New York City. His pockets were virtually empty, but he carried a letter of recommendation for the most famous inventor in America. That man was Thomas Edison. Tesla spent his first months in the country working for Edison's company, improving his designs and repairing direct current generators. This diagram shows the core technological conflict that would eventually tear them apart. Edison's direct current system could only transmit power over short distances, requiring plants on every block. Tesla's alternating current could be stepped up to high voltages and sent across entire regions. Tesla patented the AC induction motor, using rotating magnetic fields to convert alternating current into mechanical energy for distant machinery. Edison had promised a $50,000 bonus to fix his own DC generators. Tesla delivered, but Edison refused to pay, calling the offer American humor. Tesla quit. This introduction to the business side of American science forced him into a grueling year of manual labor, digging ditches for $2 a day to survive. His luck turned when he met George Westinghouse, a wealthy investor who recognized the superiority of the AC system and bought Tesla's patents. They illuminated the 1893 Chicago World's Fair. When thousands of lights flickered on, the public saw alternating current was both safe and efficient. This success realized a childhood dream. He worked with Westinghouse to build the first major hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls, sending electricity to Buffalo. However, the massive expansion of the power grid brought Westinghouse to the brink of bankruptcy. Edison's financial backers pressured the company, hoping to force a merger that would give them control over Tesla's patents. To ensure the survival of his alternating current system, Nikola Tesla made a difficult choice. He tore up his royalty contract, giving up millions of dollars in personal wealth so Westinghouse could afford to continue the project and keep the lights on for the public. As Tesla's mind moved further into the future, his ideas became too ambitious for the financial motivations of his investors. His most ambitious project was the Wardenclyffe Tower. Tesla designed it to transmit wireless communications and free wireless electricity across the entire globe by using the Earth itself as a conductor. The project failed because investors realized they could not easily charge users for power transmitted through the air. J.P. Morgan pulled his funding once it became clear the tower would provide free energy instead of a profitable monopoly. This was his primary barrier. His engineering skill was sound, but his desire to provide universal, cost-free energy collided with the business models of his era. Cut off from mainstream funding, Tesla retreated into his own mind, developing a philosophy based on the hidden patterns of the physical world. He famously believed that the universe could be understood through 3 specific lenses. He said, "If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration." This diagram shows a standard mathematical doubling sequence: 1, 2, 4, 8, 7, 5. Tesla noted that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 never appear in this pattern. He believed these numbers represented higher frequencies that governed the structure of the universe itself. This belief in shared vibrations fueled his genius, but isolated him. He was thinking on a cosmic scale, while his peers were focused on quarterly profits. Nikola Tesla died poor in currency, But he left an unmatched legacy. He was a conduit for innovation, whose mind we live inside every time we flip a switch or connect to a wireless network.